excellent work. Please make even more noise and welcome Stephen Morgan!
Hey Wageningen, how's it going? Yeah? Oh, the banana, do you want it? It's a Chiquita one. Those motherfuckers are more expensive. Like, honestly, like, you know, they had the regular ones, you know, the ones that are cheaper in Albert Heijn. Anyone here know Albert Heijn? The little cheaper ones, but you get so many more. I mean, I'm sure technically the Chiquita, I mean, like, look at the size of that banana, you know, it makes me feel very inferior. I mean, I could take it off if you want. I mean, you know, like COVID and all that stuff. Maybe it's a COVID banana now. Or it's up to you. Or either that, or maybe it's your thing. It's what would you like? Banana keep, banana go. Banana keep, round of applause, banana keep, man. Yeah. Yeah, so I said hello. Hi, Wageningen. Did someone say hi, Wageningen? As if anyone who sets foot inside Wageningen gets the name Wageningen. Would get very confusing very quickly. Wageningen, come here! Which one, father? very unique accent to Wageningen, of course, as you all know. But anyone here from Ada? Good, right? Fuck Ada. Yeah. Fuck Ada. Fuck Ada. That's what I say. You say, you agree? Yeah? They wear shoes in Ada. They wear shoes in the high street. What prudes. Look at that. You know what Ada got that you don't? Train fucking stations. Wageningen is a great place, but what the fuck are you doing? It's so remote. The bus cartel have taken control for too long. The station is called Ada Wageningen. Right? But when I get off that train, I can walk to Ada. I'm not walking to fucking Wageningen though, am I? No. Especially without not wearing shoes. You know how this all worked out? Because you guys got the university, of course. They got the train. Which doesn't really make much sense. Maybe the founders of Wageningen, Willem Wageningen, and I can't do an alliteration, Jeroen Eder, in the year 14 AD, were discussing where they should settle. And they didn't agree on one thing. Well, lots of things. But one of the things they didn't agree was that Jeroen Eder was big into the old Bible. You know? Loved a bit of Jesus. Bit of praying, little bit of body of Christ, that sort of thing. Big fan. But then, Willem Wageningen did not like the feeling of restriction on his feet. He didn't mind Jesus. He wasn't so fussed. Thought it was a nice story, you know, could be adapted into a film, TV. Very forward thinking for the year 14. But this was too much for them to bear. So it was many hours of tense negotiation as to who gets what, right? So Ada, of course, only thing they cared about was the train station. And, I don't know, lots of churches and things, and maybe like places being closed on Sunday. Wageningen just wanted nice soft floors. And a university, and to do nothing but think about food. Food and everything. And I gotta say, guys, you didn't get the good end of the deal. I mean, his place is a pain in the ass to get to. It's fucking awful. But and it's a great place. So what I'm thinking is, what we do is after this show, once everything is done, it's nighttime, right? They're not going to notice. There's not so many trains running. We slowly divert the tracks, right? Because there was once a train that ran to Wageningen. I looked this up on the internet. That's right. Oh, I heard someone groan. Someone else here with knowledge. Wow. That's very impressive. There was once a train that went to Wageningen. So there's a route there. The only thing that's stopping it is sharp objects between here and Ada. We can do this. I mean, how hard is it to like change a train line, right? It's 2 lines, you know? Like, keep it the right distance, use a piece of string, keep it there. And it must be at least like 12 of us here. We could do this in no more than 2-3 months. I think we can. And you know what the first thing we do when we divert that train? That train that goes Driebergen, Zeist, Ede, Wageningen, and then some other shithole. First thing we do is we change the station name. And it's not going to be called Wageningen Station, no. Because you're bigger than that, right? You're good people, you're kind people. You know, I can see it in you're kind people. We renamed the station Wageningen Ede. That's it. Get the important one there first. That's it. And that's it. So much will change here. So many people will visit. So many people. All of the sights of Wageningen. They will see. They can visit. There's Friesland Campina with the cows outside. Danone? Yeah? No? Yeah, what? Danone, maybe? No? Okay. Okay, not Danone. You got Unilever, that's it. Unilever, Friesland Campina. I mean, just look on TripAdvisor, you know, just get started, send it. We're going to get tourism here. All of the British tourists, who, as we know, are the most sought-after tourists in the Netherlands, will get straight off that plane in Schiphol, straight down to Wageningen Ede, off the train, walk over, some selfies with the cows, take off their shoes, come to a comedy night, fuck off back home. Perfect, right? In the meantime, they're buying all your food on whatever intensive farming techniques you've got. It is a fail-safe plan. I'm glad you're all on board. Okay, cool. I'll be taking names afterwards. But yeah, my name is Steve. I have lived in the Netherlands too long. I mean, I think it's actually technically 5 years. Now you clap. Now stop. weird that, isn't it? You know, like people applaud things that have happened for some time, even if that thing is not actually impressive, you know? It's kind of like, oh, we've been married 36 years. Clap, 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 clap. It's kind of... And, you know, there's lots of things. You did one afternoon where you stood in a church or a registry office and you signed a piece of paper. Technically, you could have just spent your entire time, one in Ada, one in Wageningen, lived independent lives and never even saw each other. That is not a reason to celebrate. Reasons to celebrate are people actually achieving things and doing things, right? Are we okay with that concept, or are we feeling more like we just want to celebrate someone standing up and holding a picture of a tree? Because I know, honestly, I'm also fine with either, because, because actually, slight tangent, but one of my I got a day job, one of my workmates is here. Shit. Not even lying. So I had to scrap my whole set. I have a solid 15 about Michiel the motherfucker. That's it. And that's all it goes. I rip into him. It's all about his attitude. It's not even a very good set, I gotta say. It's not even really comedy. It's more like, I wouldn't even say therapy. It's more like just rage, you know? It's just pure rage. It's very British tourist in Amsterdam. It's very just off their face, no idea what they're doing, but they know that people need to listen to them for some reason. It's that sort of thing. But no, I've had to scrap all that, because of course it would make Michiel feel very uncomfortable, which is not my intention. Never has been, never once. I mean, I could have changed the name. That was also an option I was going. At one point I was like, Pichiel, the prick, because you got to keep the alliteration. It's nice, that sort of thing. Or I don't know, like Dichiel. We lost them. But no, I mean, I think that you just got to own up to the fact that sometimes you got to put other people's feelings above your own. That's a very key thing, a very important lesson that I think we all got here. Anyone here like Action, the shop? I fucking love Action. Yeah, I'm glad we got some fans of Action, because Action is the best, all right? I don't care what you say. I'm sure that people are dying to make the things that come from Action, but oh my God, the prices. You can go into Action and feel like fucking royalty. You can feel like you are part of the royal family. You can pull things off shelves, walk to the till, throw it down on the little belt there, pay for it met pinna, and you've only got a bill of €3, and you don't even know what the fuck you've bought. So happy to have done it. You're like, whoa! I have oil for a car! 30 cents. Yeah! I should get a car. But maybe not, because this is Action. Boom! On the floor. Psh, oil everywhere, all over the counter. Person behind the counter, seen it all before. Because there's a certain type of person that goes to Action. I'm one of them. And it's amazing, because of course we all are very familiar with Albert Heijn. I mean, it's inevitable, the monopoly, the motherfuckers, the mafia that is Albert Heijn in this country. I mean, yeah, sure, there's Jumbo, but there's not as many Jumbos. And Jan Linders? The fuck is that? I think we lost Cope as well. Did we lose Cope? I think we lost Cope. The main thing is you cannot go for very long without having to go into an Albert Heijn. It's a very difficult scenario in a kind of apocalypse way if we lose the Albert Heijns there. We got to keep them going. But if I go into Albert Heijn, and this is not even comedy against this fact, is that I like Dove soap. Anyone here like Dove soap? Anyone here wash themselves? Any fans of washing? No? I mean, you're all laughing, but it is Wageningen, so, I mean, I'm not getting some, funky vibes, but then again, there could be some sort of air conditioning. Dove soap, great stuff, right? Great stuff, Dove soap. Thing is every now and again, in Albert Heijn, 1+1. Whoa. 8%, get my bonus card. Beep, beep, yeah, got myself a load of Dove soap. 17 boxes, yeah. Running out of space, putting them everywhere. Surprise Dove soap, yeah. Why are you talking like this, Steve? I don't know, yeah. Got no Dove so, but that price, that is the 1+1 in Albert Heijn, is the same price as the normal price for Dove soap in Action. It's the same thing. Albert Heijn have been making us into fucking fools. They thought we would just see the 1+1 and be like, yeah, taking these, yeah, gonna get €3 car oil, yeah, no Dove soap, beep, beep, yeah, all this stuff. And I have to confess, I mean, it's hard to admit, but I was doing that. I was one of those people. I was one of those people who was getting excited at the 1+1 Dove soap. All of this time, I could have gone to Action. I got it at that singular price, any time, any day of the week, any Action moment. And if you go away from this show tonight, and you decide how long, I stopped the timer, and you decide, actually, you know what? I'm not interested in diverting the train track towards Wageningen. Nothing to do with the concept. I think the concept is sound. I would like to do it. I hope it is achieved. And I think this guy is great and his ideas are wonderful. But I just don't have the time because I've got to go to walk to work in the morning at Friesland Campina, kiss the cows, develop new foods and, some sort of milk, then more cows, and then go home again. But I learned something today. I learned... Is there an action in Wageningen? Oh my God, imagine I did all this and there was no action. Imagine this was the point. You all just kind of like go, action. Is that like a subsidiary of gorillas? Is that something they have in the big city, Go to Ada and you see the ultra action. It's kind of like 16 different kind of car oils. All the flavors. Strawberry car oil. Aardbei. Vanilla car oil. Canale car oil. And spicy picante car oil for those who want to go a little bit faster. I don't know. Does Ada have a super action? Have we got any tour guides in? You can let me know these things. No. But Wageningen has action, right? Yeah, fascinating. Good. So I've been learning Dutch. No, I haven't. I've been wanting to, and I've been kind of, in that sort of homogenous. I'm just sort of I'm there, and I'm hoping it sort of sinks in, like a language bukkake of just. If I'm around enough Dutch people who are all throwing Dutch onto my face, then eventually some of it'll sink in, and I'll be like, oh, the Dutch, yeah, just like in the movies. It's going okay. Some of my workmates actually think that I understand a lot, right? Because you have this social pressure when a Dutch person asks you, how good your Dutch is, depending on how long you've been in the Netherlands. And you feel that pressure to kind of say, it's going as good as the number of years I have been here would make you think. So if you've been here 2 weeks and you're like, hello, and they're like, fucking hell, how did you do that? No, hello? You didn't say hello? Fucking hell, yeah. That was a customs. But if you've been here 5 years and you're kind of who's your Nederlands? And you're like, ik spreek een klein beetje. And they're like, ooh, they put a klein in there. This guy's clearly very sophisticated. And then they start speaking to you about other things. And then you're like, whoa there, cowboy. Oh, slow down. I don't understand any of it. I didn't even understand klein beetje. I just heard someone say it and then on the train. And I was like, I'm going to put that one into a conversation myself. And here we are. Let me know afterwards afterwards while we're doing the train thing what that means. But we've been having some work done on our house. Yeah, I live in a house. What of it? Big deal. I don't show off. And the people who are doing the work in our house, surprise, surprise, they speak Dutch. And when I'm there, coming down the stairs, opening the door to the building people to do work on our house, because I can't do shit, you know, look at me. I'm like, I work with keyboards. And when I'm letting them in, and like my wife's there as well, and she knows shit, you know, she can make stuff happen. She's creative and good at this sort of stuff. I'm more like, kind of like, oh, I'm washing the dishes. Oh no, it's all smashed on the floor again. It's a nightmare. But of course, they see man, and they see woman, and they go, oh, building conversation, talk to man. Clearly he knows. And because I'm British, I have an instinct to feel like I have to be polite. And my idea of politeness is to pretend to understand. So they're like, and then they start talking to me. And now I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but when someone talks to you in a language you don't understand, there's like an empathetic part of your brain, unless you're a psycho. That's also fine, we're all valid. But it's an empathetic part of your brain that wants to react, like, you know, positively. So if someone's like going, blah, 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 your face will go like, You don't have a fucking clue what they're saying, but it's just instinct, right? And if someone's like going, oh, blah, 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 you will just stand there and go like, oh. Yeah.